Hey, thanks for joining me today. This is Mike with Designs by M, and today I am going to show you, or at least try, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm going to show you how I created this card. Now, this card was created manually, but since I made this card, I did make a digital SVG file, and I do have that available for you for free in the description box below. So go ahead and head on down there after this video and get yourself a copy of this file. Now, I did originally record this file once, and for some reason I couldn't export it out of the camera, so all the content was lost. So with that being said, I'm going to try to do this video again, and hopefully we have better results. So this is the card that we will be making today, and so let me show you some of the supplies that we will be using. So for this card today, I'm going to be using these two stamp sets from Anthony's Papercraft, and I got butterflies, one, and then I have floral greetings. So I'm going to use probably this one. I'm going to use the Hello My Friend, and then we will use the butterfly. Now on the original card, to get the texture on the background, I did use this big stamp set from Anthony's Papercraft, and this is DZ1821. I don't have, this worked perfectly with this cardstock because I had a purple that matched. I don't have a color ink to match this, so I won't be stamping the background on this one, but as you can see, that is the way it turned out, and I really like the way it came out. All right, so I also will be using my art glitter glue and a paintbrush, and then I have some yellow glitter here from Sparkle and Sprinkle, my VersaFine black, and let's show you. So the file, the SVG file, comes with obviously a card base, and then it comes with all of these little pieces. Comes with this one. I already went ahead and embossed this. And I'll show you what all of these pieces does or do. And then this piece actually has score lines, and so I'll show you how that works also. So I guess the first thing that I want to do is start my stamping, because there's some things that need to dry before we get started. And I also just have a scratch piece of paper here as well. So let's start off with, let me clear some things out of the way. And let's start off with this butterfly stamp. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is stamp my butterflies, and I have my 2.5 by 2.5 inch circle here, or square here. And as you can see, I lined this up so that the biggest butterfly right here was going to be in the center. All right, and I'm going to ink it up really good, because as you can see, I can't really use my magnets because they will interfere with the stamp. So I have to have one chance at this, which is fine. So we are going to stamp this down, ink it up. I get ink everywhere. Oh no, ink everywhere. And press it down. Really good, because this is, I'm only going to get one shot because I know it's going to lift when I lift this up. So let's see. Ta-da! I got a little bit, but it's okay. I messed up a little bit, but that's fine, because some of that's going to be covered by the window frame. So we're going to put this aside to let that dry, and then I'm going to take my scrap piece of paper, and this paper I'm using has a texture, and I want to stamp on the non-textured side. And that's fine. I basically want that butterfly by itself. Because I'm going to fussy cut that out. And I'll show you what we're going to do with it in just a little bit. Perfect. So I'm going to cut that one out. So I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to clean off all this ink everywhere because I know me and I will get ink on everything. So I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and I cleaned up my stamps and I washed most of my hands off. I forgot I do need to stamp the sentiment here. So we were going to use hello my friend. And let's stamp this guy here. Let's try not to drop my stamp or drop the ink and get ink everywhere. But I did find that if you use hand sanitizer, that works really good to clean up your area. So I use that a lot. All right, so there you go. That's stamped pretty well. So we'll put that aside also. All right, so as you can see from the stamp where I stamped on the scratch paper, all I did was cut this out the best I could, and it looks pretty good. So as you can notice, I did cut out the antenna of the butterfly because eventually this is going to go on top of here, and it has a built-in antenna already from the one we stamped earlier. So I'm just using a scratch piece of paper here, and I'm going to put some of my art glitter glue down. This does not have glitter in it, and this has actually become one of my go-to glues. If you, I'll also leave a link in the description box below. I did a video not too long ago about my favorite glues, and this has actually been my go-to glue for pretty much since that video, which is surprising. And I definitely did not put enough on there. I have to put a lot more on there than that. That might be better. And I keep losing this thing. I just bought a whole pack of them, and as soon as the pack came in from Amazon, guess what? I found the missing needle. Which is good, but in the meantime, my little tip that I have on there dried out, and it took me a while to get it all cleaned out, but I did. Just kept running soap and water through it, and then when I found the needle, I kept poking that in there, and I finally got it working back the way it should. So I am just putting this glue on here because we're going to be pouring the yellow glitter on top. I think I'm going to change gears here, and on the original card I did use yellow, but brain fart here, I think I want to use this embossing powder instead, and because it's sticky, it should stick now. I guess I wouldn't need Versamark at this point. So because looking at it, that yellow is really not going to match. I don't know what I was thinking. So let's pick this up and dust it off. Let's see. If it doesn't stick, I'll go back through with my Versamark ink. Yeah, I might have to go with the Versamark ink, but maybe, I don't know. Let's try it. Put a little bit more over here. Maybe that just dried. Yeah, not too bad. That's not too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and put more on here. All right, so I am back, and I like the way this came out. As you can see, I did not like the way the back side came out, so I went ahead and I just did the other side again. Now I'm going to gently bend this up, and I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put a generous amount on here, because basically what we're going to do is glue that right here. So I'm just going to hold it for a second or so while it sets up. Like that. Because I want the wings to be spread up just a little bit. Now the butterfly is not really symmetrical, so it really should have been flipped to the other side, but I don't think you can really tell. So I think it looks pretty good like that. All right, so while that's kind of setting up a little bit, we're going to take this piece, and this piece has score lines in it. And the bigger, the longer score lines, you're going to fold in. And then the smaller ones, you're going to fold out. Just like that. Okay? Now, you can take a bone folder, and you can crease these if you'd like. These will go in, and these will go out, in, out, and in, and out. Perfect. All right. So now you got it. This one is going to go inside here. So let's put some glue on the back of this. Just a little bit. And we'll drop that one and get it all centered in there. Just kind of like that. All right, so you can definitely leave the card like this. I kind of wanted mine to pop up just slightly, maybe not be raised as much. So I can use these pop dots or these glue dots and just kind of glue them down a little bit. And so it still gives it a little bit of dimension, but they don't really stick up as far. And you're really not going to see them. They're clear. Just hide them underneath like that. Obviously my butterfly has dried. There we go. Just like that. That looks cool. Or like I said, you could leave it open if you wanted. And now we're going to go ahead and assemble the card. So you can use glue or you can use tape. I'm going to use glue, I think, for right now. So we'll add just a little bit of glue to the back of this piece. And this is going to go about right here. We'll add glue to the back of this piece. And this is going to go in the center. So let's eyeball that into the center. Like so. Kind of went crazy with the glue there a little bit. All right, now these get layered on top of each other. So we'll add some glue here. And this will go on top of this piece. Like that. And then this one will go in the center there. Let's just add glue right to the middle of this piece. I'm going to add a little bit more on this one because this is embossed and so it's a little raised. I want to make sure it holds. There you go. And then I just need to pop that here. We'll add some glue to this one. There you have it. It's a cute little card. Quick and easy. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.